morning and welcome to Love Island, the morning after. I'm Indiyah Polack and I'm going to be here every morning throughout this Love Island series to help you debrief the drama. But I am not alone, and for the next 2 months, I'm going to have the Love Island Encyclopedia, Amy Hart, joining me.
That's right, I'm going to be here with you every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday morning. Then on Friday and Saturday mornings, Chris Taylor will be with you giving you a guy's opinion on all the action in that iconic villa.
And if that wasn't enough excitement, each week we'll have an opinionated guest to bring their very own spicy and potentially controversial opinions.
This morning and every morning this week, we'll be joined by presenter Ash Holmes. Ash, welcome to the pod.
Hi,
Exactly
girlies.
how big of a Love Island fan are you? Where do you place yourself between me and Piers Morgan?
No. You are like the voice of Love Island God,
Right.
so I can't compare myself to you. But I would say on a spectrum, I'm like here.
Yeah.
As in
That's
I've,
pretty
yeah,
high.
I've been there since day one.
Yeah.
Like I love
That's
the drama,
pretty high.
I love
Yeah.
the tomfoolery, I'm here for it.
Right, let's dive into it. What did we make of the first night in the villa?
There was so much going on.
It's one of the best openers in a long old time.
As you know, you are on Love Island. You must always expect the unexpected. So please welcome Joey.
Joey Essex!
Wait,
Oh my wait! What the hell? Wait!
bad.
No, I need to say something.
Hang on a minute.
What the hell? Ah!
Look at the ball.
No, I'm here for this. I am so here for this.
Right, guys, I mean, first episode, do you know what? Sometimes I feel like it takes a little, a few episodes to like warm up, get to know everyone. But it's been a whole 90 minutes and I think it was fiery from the jump. Like, I was very much entertained.
Do you know what it is? It's just like a little warm up.
Yeah.
You're not expecting too much to go on. You're like,
Yeah.
everyone's feeling it out. And then they
Icebreaker.
just said, not today.
They
Boom.
chucked in. I was loving the whole, like, the new entrance with, like, the Batman Love Heart.
Yeah.
Like, everything was just different. And it feels like it's going to be a good summer.
Yeah.
Like, I was really enjoying it.
Sometimes it can be a bit awkward between all the islanders.
Yeah.
But I thought they all had great banter. They're all amazing characters. I am so excited. I think that first episode, what an opener.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any sort of favourites?
I'm not going to lie. I love Io's vibe.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, he's doing so well. I'm rooting
Yeah.
for you. And then he asked to lips and I was like, don't ruin it.
Literally, the
I was like,
footballer jumped out because he's so chill. Yeah. Like, he's tall. He's
Yeah.
handsome.
6'6",
Cool.
by the
Nobody
way.
mentioned it at
Yeah,
all.
no one's mentioned that he's 6'6" or anything. But
for bringing it
I
up.
like his vibe. The kiss
Yeah.
was like, you could just wait.
I think he just got a little bit,
Too
don't get me
excited.
wrong, Mimi's gorgeous. So I think he just got lost in the sauce for a
Yeah.
sec.
Yeah.
He was like, I was looking in your eyes and
Yeah.
and I was like, right.
There was one thing he said that I thought was really, really cute. He was like, I see you. And I was just like,
Yeah, that.
you know what? Like, when we say, I feel seen.
I feel seen.
Like, I think that was just really nice.
Yeah,
Do
it
we
was
think we
cute.
can see, a potential romance between Io and Mimi?
Yes.
1,000,000%.
Honestly, I felt so much tension.
Mm-hmm.
Like, first episode, their first conversation, the tension was through the roof.
Yeah.
And I think they go together really well. I don't want them to shut themselves
No.
off so early, but better than, like, her and Manveer,
Yeah,
like,
I
in
mean,
my opinion.
Yes.
At the end, when Maya came back in and she said, Mimi, is there a spark? And she was like, potentially
Yeah, but it's like-
with Io. Like,
Yeah,
with
but I feel
Io.
like she's one of those girlies, and I am very much like this.
Yeah.
Does not want to give too much away too soon.
can't.
You can't. You could tell that she was feeling it.
Yeah,
like,
she was
you see,
blushing.
she did the little like.
You know when you
she's
gotta, like-
giggling behind her hands, and she was.
Yeah.
And I was like, she loves it.
I saw it as that she's like a nice girl and she didn't want to upset anyone.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, like, I mean, it puts her on the spot. She sat there with Manveer, who is obviously a really, really nice guy.
Fair.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
around
in
the
front
vibe
of
bit.
everyone, they're like, so, do you see a spark? She can't
Yeah.
be like, yeah, not with him.
Yeah.
It's like,
We like nice people.
We love that. A
We
girl
also-
after her own heart.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. We also had a new entrance with
We
like
did.
them coming in together in
Yeah.
like doubles and threes.
Yes.
Did we like that? I thought it was
I'm
nice.
not mad about it, actually.
I think it makes it less awkward as well. I do think, like, your series and my series, we did the thing with the girls lined up and then the boys coming in one by
Yeah.
one.
Uh-huh.
And you don't know anything about the boys. You've got to step forward. It can be a bit awkward. And I think then you lose that conversation at the beginning. I think what really made them all gel together was them all coming in. them
Yeah,
all
straight
mingling
away.
up, and then
Yeah.
going into the game.
It's like a bit of team spirit.
Yeah.
I
isn't
agree.
it?
And I think that's probably what made it such an enjoyable watch because I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie. Waiting for them to just come in one after one. It's like, let's get on with it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that little interaction they had is so necessary.
Yeah.
Because I feel like coming in from the jump, getting coupled up, I've not even heard you speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a bit awkward. So I think that little icebreaker they had, like, you know, who's most wifey material and who's not. I think that was a good little icebreaker.
I liked it because I'm quite a sensitive soul. The
Yeah,
whole thing,
yeah.
I had sleepless nights before I went in thinking about what if they swap it round and the boys have to step forward for the girls? Like, 'cause
Oh my
what
God.
if nobody steps forward for you?
Oh my
I
God.
thought
Yeah.
actually it was a really nice way of coupling them up without making anyone feel horrible on the first day.
Not making anyone feel
Yeah,
rubbish.
I was gonna
Getting them
say.
at least wifey material.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the switch up of it.
Yeah.
Because that initial thing is normally based on basically who do you think is paying?
Realistically.
Like that's what
Yeah.
it is. So I know
Yeah,
what you
first
mean. It's that
impressions.
nice thing where it feels not based on looks.
Yeah.
It kind of is like, what do you think these people are about?
Yeah,
Which I
exactly.
actually think probably was why there was so much chat and actually stuff to
Yeah.
talk about amongst them, because it was like, oh God, okay, like you think this person's about this
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you think, you know, just gave it a bit more razzle dazzle.
And also placing them in the orders of like most and least, like boyfriend, girlfriend material. If you'd done that this time next week, becomes personal because you've got to know them. They've all had a 5-minute chat and then it's
Yeah.
like, right, okay. Although the girls were a bit like, I can't believe you put me there, they take it with a pinch of salt
Yeah.
because they know that it's nothing personal.
Yeah, literally. I mean, in that 5-minute chat, we had cheating come up. Like, do we think it's a bit too soon? Like, would you tell someone on like first meet whether you've cheated or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually changed my mind on this recently.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell us about it. Tell us about it.
So I've actually said this online before already. You know me.
Yeah.
I air everything.
Yeah.
Nothing to the imagination. But I used to say, if anybody had asked me, have you cheated before? I'd be like, no, me? What?
Yeah,
you mad?
what?
No
Never.
way. I have. When I was younger and I was immature and I didn't know how to act, 1,000,000%. So now if someone asked me that question, I would be like, I have, but that was a very old me that was immature and didn't know what I
Yeah.
wanted and I didn't even want a relationship.
Yeah.
And now I know that, hence why I'm here and looking for love. You know, I'd always bring it back to like,
I love the
I'm
shimmy with
here.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you, have to do a slight
gotta-
shimmy, otherwise it doesn't go down well. But I would be honest about it personally because
Yeah.
I think otherwise you just hide all your little skeletons in the closet and they're gonna come out.
So would you say you don't really agree with the whole like once a cheater, always a cheater? Do you think that we can change?
1,000,000%.
Yeah, me too, as a fellow cheat. Well, not anymore, but I have cheated.
As a big fat cheater.
I've done
Well,
it. I have.
As someone that's struggled to find one person to go out with, I can confirm that I have never cheated on anyone. So I'd be happy if someone asked me that.
Yeah.
Totally ask me that. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we're the
It's
good
fine.
girls gone bad at this side
Yeah,
of the
we
sofa,
are, we are.
unfortunately.
It's not as bad as like we make it seem, but then I think like if I was to get cheated on now, oh God.
1,000,000%. And I've been
It's just
cheated
long.
on. Yeah, it's the most awful feeling in the world, but also you need to have the like personal growth.
Yeah, I think it's also character building because I would
For
never cheat
sure.
now. Like I would not do that.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Well, guys, I think we better have a breather. Honestly,
Yes.
all of this cheating talk, it might land us in a little bit of hot water, and we do not want that.
With a whole new set of Islanders and 8 weeks of love and lust ahead of us, it's about time that we got ready for some spicy fire pit chats and even spicier pre-love fits. Let's give it up for eBay, who, for the 5th season in a row, are supplying the Islanders with a wardrobe packed with pre-love fashion. And, like many seasons before, the looks are, of course, going to be absolutely out of this world. Rocking pre-love fashion, which is better for the planet and your wallet. Well, that is our type on paper. So let's have a look back at some pre-love slays, shall we? First up, that stunning Ella Thomas rat and boa dress that had social media blowing up. Then we've got the gorgeous Versace cohort, first worn by Love Island alumni Tasha Gorey. And last but not least, the iconic I Am Gia mini dress that both Georgia Steele and Georgia Harrison rocked in All Stars. Plus, countless summer shirts and stylish jackets worn by all the boys and girls throughout. So I know where we'll be getting our fashion inspo from this summer, and you can head over to eBay to bag some Villa-inspired pre-loved looks too. Fashion fit for a second chance. eBay, sponsors of Love Island.
Would someone disliking water give us the ick?
Guys, this is such a random one. Like, I feel like no one like talks about this enough, but it's like someone who doesn't like water.
Let's talk water. Would someone's reluctance to drink water put you off?
Absolutely. Yes.
I'm dead.
Really? Sorry, why would you not want to
get
drink
it.
water?
So I've just been on
Yeah.
holiday And I reckon in the week holiday, I drank 3 glasses of water 3 times, went out for dinner. The rest of the time, you know, she said about waking up in the morning having a can of full fat Coke.
Don't you dare.
No, Amy, no way.
That me.
Don't you dare.
Amy!
Me no prison time for you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
If you cut me open, I don't have blood. I have like
Coke.
full fat Coke.
You
Right.
just
Oh my God.
yeah, run.
That's
Coke.
crazy. To be honest, the reason why I would say like it would give me the ick because I'm very much like 2 litres a day, 3 litres a day
okay.
kind of girl.
Yeah.
And I also, if I'm with someone, I care about you and I care about your health.
Yeah.
So like when you're not drinking water, it's not so much like, oh, I don't like the fact that you're not drinking water. I'm now concerned.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be ill.
You're thinking about their health and well-being.
I want you to be healthy. And also, you're going to have really yellow, smelly pee.
that.
Yeah.
You can get all types of things.
Yeah.
When a boy goes, oh, like, I only drink squash. Bit just Destiny Childish.
Yeah, it's
Do you know
very,
what I
yeah,
mean?
childish.
It's just like, it's Destiny Childish.
Can I tell a little story about Indiyah? Last series, Indiyah was getting ready for the Mobos. She's on a health and fitness journey.
Yeah.
And she went, oh, it's just so expensive. My trainer's getting me to drink 2 litres of water a day. It's just so expensive. And we were like, what? Well, I don't drink tap water, obviously.
Oh, you're one of
Buying
them. Yeah,
2
yeah,
litres
yeah, yeah.
of water a day.
Yeah, literally. But I'll have you know, I got the filter.
I was going to say, why are you not having a filter?
I literally bought a filter last week and it's been doing wonders. Yes. Yeah, the conversation was
So
actually
up until then, you mean to tell
Buying
me
crates of
that you've
water.
been doing the D&B with the big crates of water from the shop? You're
crates of water,
joking.
or like getting like the 12 packs from like Tesco. Like,
Oh, no.
I was like to Dammy, this is cozy living. There must be another way to get water.
There's this thing in your kitchen. It's like silver.
You switch it up.
Yeah, innit?
I've gone the cost-effective route of
Okay.
using a filter.
Well done.
And it's
Well
working
done.
out. It's working out.
Talking of ick, something that caught my eye during
Yeah.
the show was Patsy saying that she didn't like Mummy's Boys. You know, I don't mind you liking your mum a bit, but if I'm going to compete with her, I don't like Mummy's Boys. And then proceeded in the next part of the show to announce that she shares a bed with her mum. Is that double standards?
Yes.
Definitely is. But does she live with her mum?
Yeah.
It definitely is a little bit hypocritical.
Yeah. I mean, it's a necessity, I think. She did say they moved in and there wasn't a bedroom. But that's fine. Sleep with your mum. I'm okay with that.
'Cause I
But don't
feel-
have a go at the boys that love
Yeah.
their mums. As a mum of a boy, who I
Yeah,
hope will be
boy
Mummy's
mums.
boy, like...
Yeah.
Boy, mum.
I feel like definitely there's a bit of like hypocrisy going on here, but I think there is a definition for the term mummy's boy. It doesn't just mean a boy who really likes his
Yeah.
mum. It's kind of like, in my opinion, a boy that kind of lets his mum rule him and
Dictate.
dictate
Yeah.
and be like, no, you can't date her. What I say goes kind of vibe.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
someone that doesn't have a mind of their own.
Yeah.
Like if my boyfriend turned around and was like, oh yeah, I shared a bed with my mum last night, it's your mum. But if
Yeah.
you're letting your mum like dictate
Amy's like, not
and be
sure
like,
how I feel
oh,
about
mum
that.
mum said I can't date you, that's where I'm like a bit.
Do you think it's a different thing with a guy being like, yeah, like sleep with my mum every
Yeah,
night?
and it's like I sit with my mum still.
It's that.
That's
Yeah, I do agree with the double standard thing. As in, I think there's nothing wrong with that. If you're still at home or for whatever reason you've had to go
Yeah.
back to the nest, like, it happens.
Yeah, it
Like
does.
whatever. But yeah, be more lenient to the
Yeah.
boys, I reckon.
So guys, we had them play a game, and the game was who is most girlfriend/boyfriend material. And how do we feel about the game?
I liked it.
It was good, right?
It's just a bit of a conversation starter.
Yeah.
It's not so surface level.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you think about that person? Well, they
Yeah.
said this. I think that means this about their character.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it really just sparks combo, which I think is what you want on that first day.
Yeah.
You want everyone to just get stuck in, and the game was perfect.
I
Yeah.
feel like it will become the go-to icebreaker at corporate away days now.
That at corporate away days would cause some absolute
God.
havoc.
Yeah,
it
Christmas
really
party.
would.
Because it would be
Crazy.
personal.
Yes,
so maybe
it
they don't need
would.
to
Yeah,
influence it.
yeah, I agree.
Obviously, we saw a lot of the boys and girls keeping like their cards close to their chest and stuff like that. Would you say that's like a red flag, or is that something that you think is quite good to do when you're, getting into the dating realm?
I think it's a bit of a red flag for me personally.
Okay.
Because I am an open book.
Bez.
I'm an open book that's then been like scanned and put on the internet for free.
Yeah.
I did tell Sam, like, first date, I want to get married, want to have kids. That's something you're not interested in. Please don't waste my time.
Yeah,
I love that,
I
though.
get that, as in, I love the live and direct approach, but I think sometimes it can read as coming on too strong.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a guy with loads of chat, it can feel a bit like, whoa, Space Invader, like why are you all up in my grill?
Yeah.
So I also understand the approach that's just a bit more chill. I mean, I agree with you. If I'm into someone, in my head, I'm like, love me, feed me, never leave me. We're going to be together forever. But I won't say it. So like in my head I'm thinking it.
Yeah.
But I won't vocalise it until I feel like the time
ready.
is right, maybe.
I told my boyfriend's mum after, like, maybe 4 or 5 weeks after we first met, he came and stayed at mine. I got really drunk and he was on the phone to his mum and I was shouting, I'm going to marry your son.
Well, do you know what I mean?
Well, you did it.
Correct, exactly.
When you met Sam, did you know? Did you really feel like, you know, he's the one for me?
Yeah.
How do you know? What does that feel like? Sorry, not
Yeah, innit?
trying to get information.
Sorry,
What does it feel
Dammy.
like?
Me must be nice.
It feels like you want to run into the garden and jump on them. Indiyah and Dammy.
Yeah.
I just knew we just really clicked because we'd spoken on the phone a lot. He was also quite forward. And what I liked about him was I said to him, how long you been single for? And he said, I was dating a girl, but I knew it wasn't right. So I phoned her and told her like 6 weeks ago. And I was like, you did what? Having been ghosted by everyone I'd ever met. Oh yeah, I didn't want to see her anymore. So I phoned her and told her.
Is that how it works?
You were like,
I was like,
wow.
you are a good guy. And then he was like, we were chatting sort of on Instagram and he said, we probably should do a phone call quite soon just to check we can actually talk in real life.
Oh, I love this
I love
for
that.
him.
I like when a guy's like forward in that way.
Yeah.
Like making you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, that's really, really nice.
He's doing his homework as well. He's being like, I also love the whole no time waster thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of time, Harriet has only been single for 4 months. Do we feel like that is a little bit too soon? Or do you think there's like no time when it comes to love?
Love Island comes but twice a year. It's not her fault.
Yeah, innit? The calendar is the calendar at the end of the day, innit?
The villa waits for no man.
Yeah.
That's actually
True.
true. It's actually true. You got to get on with
I
it,
don't
Eva.
think, I always say this, like I'm such a believer in this. I have been in relationships where even if you've been single for a while, you can be mentally checked out of something
Absolutely.
for time.
Yeah.
So I don't think it necessarily means, I get it when you're like, oh, is it a bit of a red flag? Like, are they
Yeah.
ready? Is there still lingering feelings?
But you don't know.
I have been with people and been so emotionally checked out for a
Yeah,
while
yeah.
because I'm still trying to feel it out. I don't want to hurt their feelings. I'm still trying to see where I'm at. But if I was to meet the love of my life in 4 months after that, I'd be like, great. I'm here
Question,
for it.
maybe this is a bit sinister, because I've had that checked out feeling. Don't you think it feels nice? No, hear me out.
You cheeky. No,
Do
I think
you
it's
not-
awful.
No, honestly, do you not think that feeling of knowing I don't want to be with you anymore, I'm just looking for the right words to tell you to leave me alone?
Oh, being like, I'm in the
that I'm
driver's
ready.
seat.
You know, because you know that feeling when it's like, oh, I don't know if we should be together. It's very, you know, you're in like turmoil with yourself. You're like battling. You're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. You're crying all the time. You're upset. But then you get to that point where it's like, I don't like you anymore. And
You're like,
I'm happy
I'm
with
actually-
it. You feel at peace with yourself. Like, yeah, you can walk out that door. I wouldn't mind.
This is killing me. You're like, I'm actually that
feels
girl.
good.
Yeah.
So I hear you with the whole 4 months. Like Harriet could have checked out 6 months prior. She was waiting for the right words, you know?
Yeah.
It happens.
And also breakups are messy, you
They're
know?
not nice.
It can take long to get everyone's this,
Yeah.
that. Then you have time apart and then you have the final...
Call back.
Yeah,
Let's try it out.
Like, it's a lot of tomfoolery. It's
stuff.
just, yeah.
It's just, oh, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Let's talk about these pairings.
These pairings that
Yeah.
they did themselves, mind
They did
you.
themselves, but they didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So we've got Samantha and Sam. We've got the hairdresser and Abby Clancy.
She really does look like Abby Clancy,
She
actually.
does.
I'm
They do
seeing
resemble,
it,
they
yeah.
Maybe if this doesn't work out, she could start being like a...
An impersonator on the weekends. Can you imagine?
I don't think anything's going to happen there.
No.
She's not interested.
No.
She likes Ronnie. And I could see her and Ronnie together.
You know what? I wasn't really moved because, no, in like a
No
nice
tears
way.
were shed.
Because I
Moved
saw
by
her
who?
getting Ronnie and Samantha.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure I saw them having a conversation. And she's like, afterwards was just like, yeah, you know, I quite like him. But I'm like,
No, she was being coy. She was like, because she did the head thing. She was like, oh, yeah.
but like,
Body language.
but they didn't talk
observant.
about much.
No, but then how much did we see?
True, I need to.
You know
I
this
should
more
know
than
this.
anyone.
I
Why
should
am I
know
telling
this.
you that?
90-minute episode of 24
yeah,
hours.
you only see 1 hour.
Yeah,
Lovely,
I don't know.
lovely.
I mean, she just wants a Cockney lad. I think there's more to come
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if they're both still in at the next recoupling, I think they could end up
Yes.
together.
We also have Patsy and Io.
Yeah.
I
mean-
that's dead in the water.
Yeah, no, that's literally.
That, I
what
mean-
because he has his eyes on Mimi.
Yeah, but Patsy knows. Patsy
Yeah.
knows, and that's
Yes.
fine. 'Cause she said to Mum Vid, didn't she? We're going to couple up. Yeah. cool.
Yeah,
Perfect.
cool.
Done. Got her.
Yes. So are they? Is that?
No. I think Patsy and Manveer will become this year's iconic friendship couple.
I was going to say, do you think that's just like a cute alliance?
Oh, like,
Yes,
so, like,
it's
we
an
know that
alliance,
both
yeah.
of our people don't like
Yeah.
us, so let's just
So
get
let's
together.
do our thing together and
Yeah.
help each other find love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wingman kind of vibes.
100%.
Love that. Io defo has his eyes on Mimi. Honestly, that first conversation being that flames. Like,
Yeah.
I felt that electricity, that fight. It was amazing.
No, you know what was killing me? When she first came in.
Yeah.
And she looked mad.
Oh my God.
Body was sitting right and tight in her bikini.
I know what you're
Everything
gonna
just looked
say.
unbelievable. And there's just a very clear shot of Io just staring straight at the batty going, no, you look good though.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
like,
was
literally.
And I was like, bless him, he's so damn bad.
He's so smitten.
He
like, you
was
can tell.
smitten, yeah.
He's very gentle. I like
Yeah.
the way he speaks to her. He was like, you know, sucker for a pretty face. It was like, I see you. And I was like,
Yeah.
it's just
Obviously,
nice.
this series, you don't have to be invited to go to the Hideaway. The Hideaway has an open door
Yes.
policy, and anyone can go
Which
in.
is
and you
naughty.
don't,
That's
you don't have
naughty.
to be coupled up with the person you go in with. So do we think Io
Oh,
and Mimi...
that's going to be scandalous.
That would be so scandalous.
Io and Mimi, do we think they will be the first people in the Hideaway? I don't think they will. It'll be romantic. It'll be lovely. It won't be like a quickie in the old Hideaway.
No. And you know what? He caught himself because he was about to go in for a kiss. And I feel like I was watching it like, don't do that yet. Because there's nothing wrong with kissing on the first date. But I think they have such an amazing chemistry that you want to filter these things in slowly.
The only thing I did think though was he said like, would you kiss on the first day? And she was like, no.
Yeah,
But
and then he kept going.
Yeah, yeah.
going. But just like in a hypothetical world.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
God.
just trying to
Would
feel it
you
out,
pause
bless
it?
him.
And he kept going.
That's
and
when my
kept
body
going.
started to
do you know
seize up.
what?
As in, I thought, oh, God, stop.
Yeah.
Because it was when he went, hypothetical world. Then he went, would you stop me? And I was like, oh, bro, he's
and
just...
I'm
Io, we'll stop you. Just stop.
Stop right now.
Stop.
I feel like he was probably trying to feel out if she's interested in him, like sexually also.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like boys are. I don't want to be like generalizing men and be like, oh, boys are insecure. They're not. But I feel like some men, like, they need to know if you even like me before I go any further and waste my time. Like, I need to know everything right now.
Yeah,
Do you know
I
what
get
mean?
that.
They're
yeah.
very much like, I need to know if this is going to work.
I
before
also just
waste
think
my
it's
time.
a very, like, just male instinct. Girls just find it a lot easier to chill than boys. I mean, boys just think with their...
They're just on
You know?
100. Like,
And
let's have a
also-
chat first, actually.
Yeah, let's chill out.
And also he's got all those other boys there. So
Yeah.
he doesn't want to get pied in front of all of them.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think he's trying to mark his territory
Yeah.
early. Like, God, it's a tough one in
It's-
there. Like, you got to make yourself seen.
Harriet and Kieran are next. They were voted the least boyfriend-girlfriend material.
Oh, yes.
They both took it admirably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God.
They did not take it on the chin. But they seem to be vibing and they seem to have like forgiven each other. Do you think that's got any legs?
It's a no from me, unfortunately.
No, it's got no
Yeah.
legs for me.
Quite frankly, if you're rating me as the least girlfriend material, why would I set myself up for hell
Yes.
and go with the least boy? That's going to be the worst ship.
Yeah.
That is going to be the worst ship.
As in, you're starting at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's like, I've got to change your
I'm
mind
already
about
with
me.
the worst
you know?
boy.
No.
And apparently I'm the worst girl.
No time for that, I agree.
Harriet didn't take that well at all.
No.
Which is fair. I'm not being funny. Like, first day on the Love Island Villa and you're telling me that I'm not wifey material. That's what I'm here for. And I'm literally ranked the lowest.
It's such a hard one, though, because somebody has to take the
somebody's gotta be
spot.
the
So
bottom.
it has to be
So
someone.
I feel like even if you've just sat back and not said too much, they might be like,
You didn't
oh,
speak, not wife material.
yeah, they might be like, oh, she's not here for love.
Yeah.
Not a wifey.
Yeah.
Boom. And then you're like,
Yeah.
"Blood, all I've been doing is just observing. Like, you just don't know.
It's got to be someone. It's one of those ones. It's got to be someone. We also have Mimi and Manveer. They were both crowned most relationship material. How do we feel about that?
And they've settled straight into
Straight
a
in.
30-year-old platonic marriage.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
they have.
love that for them.
Everyone was right. 2 years
30 years married.
platonic, together for the kids, still
Together-
friends,
together for the
but
kids.
the spark
Yes.
is not there.
Yeah, Spark's not there and they're ready to go to some swingers.
Yeah, they're
have
going
some
to
fun.
swinger
They
party.
go into a
at the fire
swingers
pit.
party on the
Swingers party
weekend
on
and
the
they're getting
weekend.
lit. I
Yeah.
agree.
Keys in the fire pit.
Yeah, keys and the
Thank
fire
you.
pit.
Io's picked up Mimi's.
Yeah.
Patsy and
Imagine.
Manveer have
Yeah.
gone to watch Love Island in the other room.
Yeah, that's
Oh my God,
exactly
that is
it.
literally what's happened.
Manveer's got quite, I understand why he got chosen. He's
Yeah.
got quite a nice energy about
Yeah.
him.
Fashion sense. I like his jacket.
Yes, like swaggy guy,
Yeah.
bit cheeky,
He gets
but
that,
not
innit?
too much.
I think he gives like dad, husband.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I get
just-
it.
I think he'll be a big character in the villa and he might be sort of like the grounding. I know Patsy said she didn't want to be the mum, but I feel like Patsy and Manveer together as a friendship alliance. There's no one obvious there for them right now, but that means they get to enjoy the experience and wait for someone to come in.
It's literally day one.
It's literally day one. I
There's
feel like
so
Monday's
much more
got-
to come.
Like, he says these little one-liner things sometimes that I feel might get him in some hot water.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Like, yeah, like, he says these things that are just like, oh,
Hang on.
all right, then. Fine.
Okay, go off.
Literally.
We've got Sean and Nicole. Nicole was like, I'm happy to be in this pairing. And then Sean was like, not my normal type.
Yeah.
Like,
God.
That really upset
Sean,
me.
I
It was
think
very-
he's just young,
Yeah.
doesn't know what to say, maybe trying to show off a bit in front of the boys, but not in a malicious way, just in like a,
Yeah.
I've got to say something funny now,
Yes.
so I will say it. He's given me a bit of Mitch.
Right. Yeah, I think it was one of them that it was just panic. You've got gorgeous Maya Jama standing there saying, how do you feel about your couple? And he thought, I've got to say something. I don't know her.
Yeah.
So I think he just said, not my usual type. And I just went, oh.
I think it was the thing of where, I don't think he had bad intentions, but when someone's
No.
just too honest.
Yeah.
I don't think he deeped what that meant.
I don't think he was trying to be like mean to her or anything.
But
I
if
think it
I was
like,
her, I simply would have turned to sand.
I would have packed up shop.
Yeah.
Like, there wouldn't have been no rekindling after that, or you
No,
trying to
no.
win me over. It's
Yeah,
Well, she
yeah.
said, didn't she? She's like, might as well just go home now.
Yeah.
no,
Which is
literally.
fair. It's
Yeah.
exactly what I would have
But
said.
they had a cute little chat later on. I mean, tried to build a bridge and was like, I just really like blondes normally. And she's like,
okay. I'm literally ruining it.
Again, not blonde. Yeah, and I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
Sean, he's just doing this.
Yeah.
I just think he might just have a bit of young chat.
Yeah.
Just a bit of young.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But he might integrate with some of the older lads
Yep.
Yeah.
and have some
Learn.
growth.
Some learning
growth,
experience.
Yeah.
You know? We'll see how that goes.
University of Love Island.
Yeah. And then Jess and Ronnie. Jess seemed quite like happy with the
Yeah.
conversation and like over the moon and really. And I was like, well, you didn't really like. I didn't really get much from that.
Oh,
conversation.
yes.
Like, he was very like chill, laid back, and
Yeah.
just like,
He had more of a spark with Samantha.
yeah.
I agree.
I
Abby
agree.
Clancy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
That's the
agree.
only way I'm going to be referring
Abby
to her
Clancy.
from now on.
You know
She
what?
is
It's day
just-
one. We've got a lot of names to
Yeah.
remember and a lot
Yeah.
of faces to bear.
So we're
in mind.
adding more in.
Yes.
Got lots of names to remember.
What a great
So we're gonna
idea.
add more in.
Oh, wow, ladies. This morning has been absolutely hilarious. You know what? I can tell we're going to have a lot of fun over this next 2 months.
Ash, I am so glad you're here all week because I need to know more of those water preferences.
Ladies, I honestly, thank you for having me. I just feel like we're going to unpack so much this week.
No, we seriously are. And we also need to find out if Io is the dream man or just a little too keen, and who Joey Essex is going to pull for a chat. But fortunately, we don't have long to wait, as we're going to be finding all of that out tonight, and then we'll be giving the ultimate debrief tomorrow morning.
Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single episode, and let us know what you'd like to hear more of in the comments, because this is your podcast. We want you to be part of our morning catch-up. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.